Hey everyone, Mortgage Nerd here. Want to talk to you a little bit about why I feel a recession is coming. 2020, 2021. People ask me all the time, they say, Phil, why do you keep saying that? Well, there's two big reasons. First of all, unemployment. Unemployment has been for a couple years now historically low. So whenever that happens, we usually see a recession coming soon after that. The other is the inverted yield curve. So we're not there yet, but we're getting there. So let's look at the charts. The inverted yield curve is when the 10-year treasury is lower than the 2-year treasury, the yield or the cost. Sorry about that. So the 10-year treasury yield historically, when it's at the same rate or the same level as the 2-year treasury, it's at the 0 mark. So you see right here where it says 1980. Very volatile in the 80s. You see from 80 to 90. So the 10-year treasury was the same as the 2-year treasury here. Then it was lower. The yield was less. The price was less, I guess you could say. So these grayed areas in here, those are recessions. So you see back-to-back recessions there, beginning of the 80s. And every time you see the inverted yield curve, you saw a recession coming. Over here as well in the early 90s, over here as well early 2000s, and then the Great Recession of 2008, you see the inverted yield curve coming right before that. So here we've had a very high cost of the 10-year for the 10-year, and then it went here. We're very close to having the inverted yield curve. So why is this important? We always need to look back at history and see where we were, what happened, and where we're going. It's always a good indicator. Does it mean that we're going to hit it? Not necessarily. If we go back to some of these, you see here at 2006, we had the inverted yield curve, but it didn't happen immediately. It took a little while longer. So just because it happens now in 2019 doesn't mean the recession is going to come in 2020. It might take till 2021, but the signs are there. There's many signs saying that we're going to head to that. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean, the sky is falling or anything like that. It just means to watch out for it, plan yourself, make sure you have your savings, make sure you have things right. When it comes to mortgages and real estate, a lot of people feel that a recession means that we're going to see another market crash like we did in the last recession. That recession was driven by the real estate market. The real estate crash is what caused that recession. If we look at the previous 3 recessions, let's look here at the screen. We've got these 3 gray areas here. Guess what? During all 3 of those, properties were appreciating in value. They were not depreciating the way they were with this last one. That's what's expected with this next one. We're expected to have continued appreciation, not depreciation. So there's going to be a second video coming now. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Treasury yield. So thank you for tuning in. Mortgage Nerd here. You're starting to see why I'm such a nerd, because I do love these types of numbers and charts and everything. So thank you.